Alright, this is my 2.7 Chevy Silverado turbomax, the high output. I mean, I can talk a little bit about my truck while I'm driving. You can also listen to the turbo whistle, the blow-off valve, the exhaust. It's a neighborhood, so no faster than 25 or 30. I'm on the main road, about to exit. So we'll hear a little bit more about it. I do have children, so I do have car seats in the back. So this truck would probably be a little faster if I had the stock wheels on it and if it was stock height. But I went ahead and put 305 55 20s, which fit even without a lift. I got 1-inch hub-centric wheel spacers. I got aftermarket wheels that I found on Marketplace that were chrome. I actually sanded them down, sandblasted them, painted them with like 9-10 layers of paint, and then like 2 or 3 layers of clear coat. Painted my brakes. Get a ticket, but I have my cat. So what I did was, if you have a welder, I drilled a small hole in the bottom of my cat and just probably took out maybe 10% of the cat from the bottom. I didn't go all crazy, just had like a 10-inch drill bit and just kind of went in a circle, kind of cleaned it all out, re-welded it, no check engine light. And it'll be better, higher flow from the factory for a turbo setup, which is better. Good easy in airflow, easy out airflow, helps the turbine spool faster. And then the blow-off valve, I was against it at first, but it helps from that recirculation of that boost air that gets recirculated back into the intake, which is kind of like dirties up and clogs up. In the long run, it's not really that great for your engine. It's just somewhere for it to go from the factory. So I have a K&N intake with a adapter, because usually the K&N ones come just with use your factory drop box or whatever with the factory type style filter. I went away with that and got an adapter that's like $30 on Amazon. It's like maybe 6 inches, 8 inches long, 4-inch diameter, because I want to keep the same flow rate of the intake, because if you change it, it's very particular, these new vehicles. You'll throw a check engine light, even if you have a smaller air filter, that cone air filter. I tried throwing my K&N one on that I had for my Civic. It was pretty big, but yeah, it ended up sucking the tip of it in, kind of like imploding a little bit, looking like. So I had to get the bigger, ridiculously looking filter. But I noticed on my boost gauge, I build boosts a lot quicker. It's not going to change like the PSI really all that much. This truck normally gets 22 PSI a boost, I think most Chevy turbomaxes, but then they can reach up to 27 pounds. That's like if you're hitting it real quick and from a roll, you'll notice it. You'll get up to 27 PSI, which is pretty nice with the loot. It's that turbo. It's Warner Warger. It's the dual exhaust turbo, where like cylinder 1 and 4 goes into one part of the turbo piping, and then the cylinder 2 and 3 goes in the other. So it's constant, instant power. So that kind of deletes the turbo lag a little bit. But everybody's got that who has this truck. I wrapped my exhaust, my cat, my turbine compressor part. No, turbine, yeah. The exhaust part of the turbo with exhaust wrap. It's been helping out. I made my own makeshift intake box to keep the hot air out of the engine bay out. It's a little piece of plastic I picked up from Walmart and then chopped it up and funneled the factory intake piping from the grill to it, and also added another one of those hoses you pick up from AutoZone that's by the Spectrum air filters, a flexible tube that looks like a dryer exhaust tube, but it's plastic and black. So I have that funneled up from the fender. My exhaust is from the Cat, straight pipe to a Y pipe, and from the Y pipe it does somewhat of an L shape, to my side exhaust right before my right rear tire. Not after, but it's right before. I am stopping at this gas station, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and I'll continue when I get out. I also do have a snap-on scanner, so I can always check to see how everything's running right to the intake air. It'll go down once I start driving. This outside air pretty much is the intake air. It's kind of high a little bit right now. That's why I'm sitting with it idling, and I was just driving. So here in a minute I can show you what it's like when I start driving and go back down. I do have a few mods. I mean, not much. The blowout valve, the intake, the boost gauge. I have a light bar in my inside my grill, not like on the outside of my vehicle, and it helps out, like especially up north. I'm from Texas, but like up north they have this thing about light pollution. So like whatever that's about. I'm just kidding. But yeah, my boost gauge I can change colors. It's just whatever I can see during the day. So I picked that baby blue. And let me go ahead and roll down the windows. So yeah, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos on how other people do their exhaust and straight pipe or Flowmaster 40. I did try a few different things, like the Cherry Bomb Extreme 1 chamber, because I wanted that chop, because I wanted more of a beefier sound for this turbomax. I am a Honda guy. I hate that automatic shutoff. But I've built about 9 different Hondas, but it's not the sound I want for a truck. So I mean, I got probably, I think, the best of I'm not talking about other trucks, but like the best setup I think is good, where I get the turbo spool and the exhaust of like kind of a deep tone. So anyways, the Cat with a little bit of it kind of drilled out, re-welded, and then the whole Cat and the turbo's wrapped with that heat stuff. So you get that wrap, that I forget what it's called. Then it's Y pipe, then 3-inch dual exhaust out the side in front of the sounds pretty decent. I don't want to get in trouble though. But I mean, I did the boost gauge too as well. I have this tint that goes over your headlights you get off Amazon for like $50, and it's like, instead of using that paint, you can actually get tint to go over your headlights. I did paint my taillights, but I did it with that lens paint or whatever, and I did it really lightly, like that from a distance, a little out of time, not rushing it. It actually turned out pretty good. Like, I bought it that way, and I put tape over the reverse lights, so those didn't get painted, that part of the tail light. I got a light tail light strip that goes underneath the tailgate, and it does the blinkers and reverse and the brake light and all that good stuff. The the 2-inch lift in the front, 1 inch in the rear. I have the top or the side steps. I got that front hood thing that's not like the plastic old man like bug deflector. It's like a rubber. You get on eBay for like $50. I don't want to go too crazy like my uncles. They go all out and they freaking put the basketball team, football team, baseball team, military, all those stickers on it. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's kind of, you can go overboard with that. You want a clean look, I think. I do like the red and black, how it goes together. But yeah, that's the switch for my light bar in the grill. I'll show you my engine bay here in a second. So let's see. I'm just gonna listen to the turbo whistle a little bit. At 1200 RPMs. I like how it winds down too. You can hear it. I'm in the neighborhood, my neighborhood, so I don't want to be drawing attention like that. People already see my truck. It sticks out like a sore thumb. There's other vehicles in here. It's Indiana, where I'm at. It's Race City. IndyCar racing and all that good stuff. So everybody has some sort of car that they're working on. I'm gonna go to the park, like the soccer field. It's kind of in front of the neighborhood, and I'll pop the hood and I'll rev it up a few times. But yeah, no, I don't have a check engine light on. This would be right here. And I could clear it with my tablet, but I haven't got one. I did get one for my intake filter being too small. Cleared that. It just helps if you have one of these tablets or an OBD2 scanner. So it's like a lot of trial and error. Gonna make this quick. Alright. I'll turn my light bar on so you can see it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's the tires, there's the brakes. Oh, I have the grills from a Ford Raptor. See how it's inside the grill? Oh, I did get those thin fog lights, so that them wired up. There's the tint I was talking about for the headlights. I did paint these mirror caps. Oh man, it's a little dirty. I don't know. See, there's the dual exhaust out the side. I'll put it down. Hopefully. I didn't want to rev it up too loud. So here's I painted the letters in the grill too. They pop right out. So here's the setup I got. Turbo, I don't know if you can see it, but exhaust wrap. I wrapped the intake too. Painted that. See, that's the $30 piece I was talking about. Box, so I can pop this out. I did cut it a little bit so it gets more air and goes straight into it, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, I need a touch up, so I honestly got this. I just put it over that. There's this intake pipe that I was telling you about. it also runs up into here too as well. And then I changed the mud flaps around. You know how they used to be, I think, here and here. I cut that one in half because that clearance of the tires. And I think I swapped that one that was here up to front and the one that was up front to the back right here on both sides. At this, online. But yeah.